Hello, it's me. So here we are at the start of a new week. And what's the news? Publicity Doomsday Tour. Bill Gates backpedals on climate change. Shout out to Sky News Australia for their coverage. Do show them some love. Let's have a quick listen, shall we?
Bill Gates, the climate evangelist of the last couple of decades, he's admitted now that he was wrong. Too much hyperbole. We're not going to all boil in oil. This is a good development, isn't it? Talking to me, did you just say that Bill Gates is one of my heroes? I'm not sure where you exactly got that one from. I wasn't even really sure of what his climate change. I think a rich lefty. Oh yeah, well that's right. Anyone who's a rich lefty, I'm all for, mate. I'm head of their cheer squad, no doubt about it. Well, hey, hang on a sec. But shouldn't you be applauding him for pulling himself down to something which I would hope the two of you believe, which is that climate change is actually real. Climate change should be addressed, but we shouldn't be doomsdaying about it. Is that not something you feel?
Justin, let me say this. Let me say this. History does not forget. Bill Gates may have forgotten his history, but a couple of years ago he was saying that it's bad that cows fart and burp. Then he was trying to sell us fake meat. He was on this worldwide publicity doomsday tour, sounding the doomsday kazoo here, there and everywhere. He brainwashed an entire generation.
So you had to go at me for bringing out...
Did she just say the Doomsday Kazoo? Madam, I don't know who you are, but that was great. I tip my hat to you. So, Bill Gates and his Doomsday Kazoo. Wonderful. So, climate change. Greta Thunberg. Electric cars. The demise and the vilification of people who drive petroleum vehicles or ICE vehicles, internal combustion engines. We're killing everyone. Right, so I would love to be able to say here, it's all falling apart, isn't it? Eh? Jeff Buys Cars, a great British channel. I don't agree with him on everything. He will be making stock of this, and so he should. Because here's the thing, right? I read years and years and years ago at the outset of this climate change messaging, narrative, that we as a species were killing us and everything else, frankly. It became very clear to me quite early on that this was a propaganda campaign. And you can spot them. It's easy enough to spot if you're just primed for them. But the problem is most people who aren't tinfoil hat time, tinfoil hat wearers like myself, are kind of primed for it because of the material that you read. Now, is climate change real? Yes. Is climate change as, let me put it this way, is climate change propelled by man or caused by man real? Yes. I can hear you thinking, hold on, he's starting to shoot himself in the foot here. Let me explain. There is no doubt that man as a species will have some effect on the climate. I mean, we're here, aren't we? We're industrializing. We've been industrializing for a while. But we're not killing anything. We're polluting stuff and killing stuff via pollution, but climate change, no. There are quite a few studies, with one in particular out there, which tells us that historically climate change is real, but it's part of the natural breathing in and out of the planet. We go through hot periods, tropical temperatures, I suppose. The temperature heats up on the planet. But also, we go through ice ages, which is like a really grand term. When I started reading this stuff, I was like, actually, we haven't been through an ice age. But the definition of ice age scientifically is what defines the term. The last ice age we had, I believe, was in the medieval period. A year of icy cold, where the temperatures were low. And we got past that one. And there have been times when the temperature has gone up. And guess what? We get past those too. We're not having a big enough effect. That film, 20 years ago, was it now? With Al Gore, about climate change. The first salvo fired at the citizens of the planet to tell us this was a thing to keep us compliant, I suppose, to keep us in control, or to allow these powerful individuals seeking more power to roll out their technologies, agendas, ideas. It almost doesn't matter. What matters is there are powerful people who are telling us things are true, and they're not. And this ranges across all kinds of subjects, including a certain medical procedure delivered to us via a needle in the arm. Elon Musk recently came up and recounted a conversation that he had with Bill Gates, where he said, you'd imagine somebody who built Microsoft would be strong on science. But during this conversation, it became apparent to Elon Musk that, in fact, Bill Gates wasn't strong on science. He was taking him around the, I think it's called the Gigafactory, and Bill Gates was effectively poo-pooing the idea of long-range haulage trucks, as they call them in the US. Everything is delivered, as we know, by big, massive lorries or trucks. Big diesely things spewing out poison and death as they move across the country. But Tesla has made an electric version, of course. And Bill Gates was saying it's impossible. You can't have them. They just don't work. Elon Musk basically said, "Oh no, we've got them. Pepsi are using them currently." And Bill Gates just kept saying, "No, they don't work." So, puzzled, because Elon had just illustrated verbally that they have them, he said, "Well, what is it about the figures that you don't agree with?" And it became apparent during this conversation that Bill Gates had no idea. He didn't have a grasp on any of the figures. But what he did have a grasp on was a mantra. They don't work. It doesn't work. And he's very good at this, isn't he, Bill Gates? He's very good at saying things like, eat bugs, it's the future. Stop eating beef. Let's curb farming. Let's have some digital ID because, safety. So, climate change. Apparently no doomsday scenario. It's fine. We're all going to be fine. God, I tell you, I breathe a sigh of relief now. Should we do better? Should we be cleaner? Yes, of course. It would be ridiculous not to be. But let's not beat people with a stick. Let's not imprison them for speaking out. Let's be kind to each other. Eh, Bill? Do let me know what you think in the comments below. Do like, subscribe, and share. And until next time, this is me signing off. Do look after yourselves.